I Did Not Know by Abbie Farwell Brown, 1871 to 1927. I did not know, and it was but a few short days ago, how near to spring it was. The world lay still in all the bitter cold of winter chill. And even then the buds of May, with the glow of burning lips pressed to the melting snow, had kissed themselves a window to the sky, and spring was nigh. I did not know it was such a little while ago, within my heart how near it was to spring. I did not guess the blessed blossoming, until this handsome morn I woke, and lo! Sweet with new fragrance does the whole world grow, from that so fair and snow-sprung flower dear, and spring is here. Okay, this poem is by Abbie Farwell Brown. She was an American from Boston. She lived in her family home on Beacon Hill all of her life, although she did travel to Europe various times. She comes from a family that's full of New England tradition. Let's see, she was famous for her first book, the Book of Saints and Friendly Beasts, which was about traditional Christian stories of animals interacting with the saints. She also wrote a book about Norse mythology, and also another one about Canadian Indian folklore. She's an author primarily. So, this poem is called I Did Not Know. And I think in some ways this poem, at first look, is an ode to spring. It's talking about the beauty of spring. But I think it also, if we look at it, the second layer, this poem says that we never know what's around the corner. We can be in the dead of winter, things can be cold and miserable and unhappy, but we never know what's going to come next. Yeah, and we should always prepare ourselves for something wonderful that could be just around the corner. So, I did not know. She says, I did not know, and it was but a few short days ago, how near to spring it was. So she says, a couple of days ago, I didn't realise how close the world was to spring, how near spring was, that spring was going to appear any moment now. And the world lay still in all the bitter cold of winter chill. So the world was full of winter, it was full of cold. I guess it was frozen, the land was frozen, everything was bitterly cold. And she couldn't imagine that spring was just round the corner. And this is why I say that I think at a secondary level, this poem is saying that we never know what's coming. Yet even with the buds of May, yet even then the buds of May, with the glow of burning lips pressed to the melting snow, had kissed themselves a window to the sky. So already at that point in winter, the May buds, the darling buds of May, yeah, the beautiful flowers of May, yeah, with their red, shining, burning hot lips of love, had already started to melt the snow. They'd kissed the snow, and they kissed a window to the sky. and spring was nigh, spring was coming. So even at that point in the middle of winter, the beautiful darling buds of May had already were already working to melt the snow. They had kissed the frozen earth, the snow, and now the snow was going to melt, and there would then be a change in the sky, because spring was nigh, spring was coming. I did not know, it was such a little while ago, so I didn't know it was going to happen, but it was such a short time back. Within my heart, how near it was to spring. So notice here she's saying within my heart. So maybe I'm depressed, I'm in the middle of winter, things are really bad, I feel really upset. But I didn't know how close it was to spring, that things were going to change. I did not guess the blessed blossoming until this gladsome morn I woke, and lo, sweet with new fragrances does the whole world grow. So she didn't realize that the flowering of spring, the blessed blossoming. So here she's thanking God for the flowers that are coming, for all of these beautiful flowers. And I didn't know it was coming until this gladsome, this happy morn. I awoke, and lo, look, sweet with new fragrance. So sweet with a new smell. The whole world is growing. Yeah, so spring is there, and well, the world looks different. So maybe now she's going to be happy because spring is here and the whole world is growing. From that so fair and snow-sprung flower, dear, and spring is here. So with this snow-sprung flower, I guess I have this feeling that she's talking about snowdrops, which are the first flowers to appear. But I'm also thinking about the crocuses and the early spring flowers that sometimes they are they flower through what is left of the snow. And she's saying that the spring flowers are here. Spring has arrived, and the world is renewed, and beauty is here, and now there is hope and rebirth and regrowth. So enough. If you enjoyed the video, give it a rating, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you soon. Bye for now. I Did Not Know by Abbie Farwell Brown.